Today's video begins with a moment that shook the entire world of talent shows, a moment that lit up the America's Got Talent stage like never before, and a moment that reminded everyone watching why dreams are worth chasing. Before we dive into the unbelievable journey that led to the Filipino LED dance crew Lightwire winning Simon Cowell's Golden Buzzer, let's take a deep breath and step into this story from the very beginning. Welcome back to the channel, where we explore the most powerful talent show stories, the emotional victories, and the moments that bring millions of people together. And today's story is one of those once-in-a-lifetime moments that people will talk about for years. The stage lights dim, the audience settles into a hush, and you can feel the energy in the air. Something big is about to happen. The judges sit side by side at the massive AGT table, each one prepared to see whatever comes next, but no one, absolutely no one, expects what's about to unfold. Simon Cowell, known around the world for his sharp honesty and fearless critiques, sits calmly with his hand resting lightly near the golden buzzer. But what many people don't always realize is that behind Simon's tough exterior is someone who deeply cares about people. He has a reputation for loving real talent, respecting hard-working performers, and showing kindness when he sees someone's heart shining through their craft. And today, his kindness is about to change someone's life forever. Backstage, the members of Lightwire stand in their glowing suits, taking deep breaths. Their hands shake not from fear, but from excitement. They are a Filipino LED dance crew that has spent years crafting a performance unlike anything seen before. Their dream is not just to impress the judges, but to represent their country, to show the world that Filipino creativity has no limits, and to send a message to every kid watching at home. If you put your heart into something, the world will feel it. The moment comes. The stage manager whispers it's time. The doors open. Lightwire walks out. The audience immediately reacts to the glowing outlines of their costumes, but no one knows what these dancers are about to pull off. They introduce themselves, speaking with humility, explaining how they practiced with broken equipment, saved money to travel, and performed in small communities just to survive. Simon Cowell looks at them with genuine softness in his eyes, listening carefully, feeling the weight of their story. He loves moments like this. Real people, big dreams, honest effort. He nods warmly and tells them he can't wait to see what they can do. The judges give the signal, the music begins, and the lights go out. What happens next is nothing short of magical. In total darkness, Lightwire transforms into living neon creatures. Their bodies bend and twist in impossible shapes as glowing colors race across the stage. The audience gasps as dancers leap into the air and appear to split into two, then merge back into one. It's a dance, a story, and a light show all at once. Each movement is perfectly timed with bursts of color, every beat glowing brighter and brighter. For a moment, the judges forget they're at AGT. They forget they're sitting behind a desk. They forget everything except this incredible performance unfolding before them. Halfway through, the music shifts into an emotional crescendo, and the dancers create the shape of a giant glowing phoenix lifting itself from darkness. It's a symbol of their journey, rising from struggles, rising from doubt, rising from everything that tried to stop them. The audience rises to their feet, cheering loudly. The judges clap without even realizing it because the performance is that powerful. Simon Cowell's eyes shine. Not from the lights on stage, but from genuine emotion. It takes a lot for him to be moved like this, but he feels it. He feels their passion, their dedication, their courage. He feels the love they put into every second of the performance. And just when the audience thinks the performance is reaching its end, Lightwire does the impossible. They create a glowing figure of a child reaching toward a star. The whole arena falls silent. It's symbolic. It's beautiful. It's emotional. It's everything talent shows were meant to be. The final beat hits. The lights flash gold. The stage goes dark. Silence. Then, suddenly, the crowd explodes into applause. People scream, cheer, jump out of their seats. The judges hold their breath, stunned by what they just witnessed. How can anyone describe something like that with simple words? How can you define a performance that feels like a movie, a dream, and a message all at the same time? Simon Cowell leans forward slowly. He looks at the dancers standing there, still glowing softly, breathing heavily from the intensity of their performance. He smiles, the real, warm, unguarded smile that he only shows when something truly touches his heart. He tells them they've created one of the most original and touching performances he has ever seen. Not just on AGT, not just this year, but in his entire career. He tells them he loves their hearts, loves their creativity, and loves how they performed not with ego, but with pure spirit. You can hear the kindness in his voice as he compliments their unity, their discipline, and the way their art connects with the audience. Then he says the words that send chills down everyone's spine. I think the world needs to see this. I think people need to feel this. I think you are something special. The audience begins to chant. They feel it. They know what's about to happen. The energy becomes electric. Simon stands up. He places a hand over his heart. Then he slams the golden buzzer. Golden confetti blasts into the air, raining down in thousands of sparkling pieces. The audience screams louder than ever before. The music swells with victory as Lightwire drops to their knees in shock, tears streaming beneath their glowing masks. They hug each other tightly, overwhelmed by everything they have worked for, everything they sacrificed, every long night of rehearsing in small rooms and borrowed spaces. This moment is theirs. Simon walks toward them on stage, brushing confetti from his hair. He shakes hands with each member, embracing them with genuine kindness. He tells them how proud he is of them, how incredible they are, and how they deserve every bit of this moment. He doesn't just give golden buzzers for entertainment. He gives them when he feels something deep, when he sees humanity, when he sees love in the performers' hearts. And today, he saw all of that. The audience chants Lightwire over and over again. The dancers stand in the center of the golden confetti rain, lit up not just by their LED suits, but by the glow of their dreams coming true right in front of them. This is not just a moment for AGT. This is a moment for the Philippines. A moment for every young dancer who has ever practiced in a small room. A moment for anyone who has ever felt invisible, yet kept going because their passion was too bright to hide. The rest of the night, social media explodes. Clips spread instantly, breaking records. People around the world talk about the Filipino crew that brought something fresh, emotional, and unforgettable to the AGT stage. Many talk about Simon Cowell's kindness, how his golden buzzer wasn't just about talent, it was about heart. He recognized something special and chose to lift it into the spotlight, showing once again how deeply he cares for performers and how much he loves seeing people succeed. As the story continues, Lightwire prepares for the live shows with more determination than ever. They know Simon believes in them. They know the world is watching. And they know that the moment is bigger than themselves. Every rehearsal is more intense, every idea more daring, every step filled with purpose. And that is the story of how Lightwire, a Filipino LED dance crew with enormous creativity and unshakable spirit, won Simon Cowell's golden buzzer in one of the most emotional AGT moments of 2025. A moment filled with light, love, passion, and kindness, the kind of moment that reminds us why we watch talent shows in the first place. After the confetti settles and the lights fade, the members of Lightwire are escorted backstage, still trembling from the shock of winning Simon Cowell's golden buzzer. The moment feels unreal. Their costumes are still softly glowing, reflecting the golden flakes stuck to their shoulders and hair. They walk through the backstage hallway, greeted by cheers, applause, and hugs from other contestants who witnessed the magic. Everyone knows they didn't just perform. they created something that touched people's hearts. The producers rush toward them with wide smiles, asking how they feel. But the dancers can hardly speak. Their voices crack, their eyes are filled with tears, and they keep repeating the same words over and over again. We can't believe this happened. We can't believe Simon chose us. We can't believe the world saw our message. One of the younger members, barely in his 20s, sits down on the floor and puts his face in his hands. He's overwhelmed, because he remembers all the times he doubted himself. He remembers practicing in the dark with broken lights, hoping that someday someone would notice their effort. And today, that someone was Simon Cowell, the man known for discovering stars, the man known for believing in true talent, the man known for lifting up people who deserve their moment. And today, Simon showed them the ultimate kindness by giving them the golden buzzer that would change their lives. Meanwhile, Simon returns to the judges' table with a warm smile still on his face. He talks with the other judges about how extraordinary the performance was. He admits he felt something deep when he watched Light Wire, something that reminded him why he loves discovering new performers. He tells them that what he saw wasn't just a dance, it was soul, creativity, and emotion. And he knew instantly that they needed the golden buzzer because the world deserved to see more from them. He says he loves talent that comes from the heart, and Light Wire had that in every movement. Backstage, after the interviews calm down a bit, the crew gets a chance to call their families in the Philippines. The moment the video calls connect, screams of joy fill the hallway. Their parents cry. Their siblings jump on the screen. Everyone is emotional, seeing their loved ones achieve something so unbelievable. They tell them they're proud, they tell them they never doubted their talent, and they thank Simon Cowell for believing in them when the world was watching. The days that follow are like a beautiful storm. Their audition goes viral across all social media platforms. Millions of views turn into tens of millions. People around the world react with shock, awe, and inspiration. Celebrity dancers repost their performance. Filipino communities everywhere share their pride. Kids recreate their light effects using glow sticks and flashlights, pretending to be part of Light Wire. Every corner of the internet talks about that glowing phoenix, that rising star, and the moment Simon Cowell showed genuine love and respect for a group that brought something completely original to the stage. While the world celebrates, Light Wire prepares for the next round. The live shows. They arrive at the AGT rehearsal building with wide eyes, looking around at the massive stage where they will perform next. Everything feels larger than life, but at the same time, it feels like home, a place where artists can shine. Simon visits them during the rehearsal week, surprising them when they least expect it. The room goes silent when he enters, but he smiles gently and tells them he just wanted to check on them and see how the preparation is going. The dancers are nervous to show him their early ideas, but Simon encourages them with the kind of warmth that makes people feel safe. He tells them not to worry about impressing him, focus on expressing themselves. He reminds them that talent grows strongest when people are free to be creative. His kindness eases their tension instantly. They play the demo version of their live show act. Lights shift, shapes form, and characters come alive again. When the demonstration finishes, Simon claps softly and tells them he absolutely loves where they're going. But he also gives thoughtful advice, explaining how a few small adjustments can make the performance even stronger emotionally. His suggestions aren't harsh. They're guiding, helpful, and full of respect. He tells them he believes they can win if they follow their hearts. The crew listens closely, grateful for the wisdom. They know Simon isn't just a judge. He's someone who genuinely wants them to succeed. And that makes them push even harder. Night after night, they rehearse. They try new lighting patterns. They test new effects. They build new characters. They challenge themselves to create something even more powerful than the Phoenix, something that will touch people's souls again. The pressure is immense. They feel the weight of representing their country. They feel the expectations of millions of viewers. But every time doubts arise, they remind themselves of Simon's words. They remind themselves of the golden buzzer moment, the kindness in his voice, the spark in his eyes. That strength carries them through. Finally, the night of the live show arrives. The entire crew stands backstage once again, this time more confident but equally emotional. The audience is louder, the judges are sharper, and the world is watching live. Before they walk on stage, they join hands in a circle, bow their heads, and breathe deeply. They promise each other that no matter what happens, they will give everything. The stage manager calls their name. They step forward. The lights dim. The world quiets. Their performance starts with a burst of blue light that ripples across the stage like water. They move like flowing currents, transforming into underwater creatures glowing in neon blues and greens. Suddenly, the ocean theme shifts into a storm, with lightning effects created through synchronized LED flashes. They create a giant glowing wave that sweeps across the entire stage. The audience gasps in awe as the wave rises, falls, and transforms into a glowing heartbeat pulsing in perfect rhythm with the music. The message of their performance becomes clear. The ocean is alive, and its heart beats with the pulse of nature. Every movement tells a story of resilience, unity, and life. When the final moment arrives, the dancers form a massive glowing whale that leaps through the darkness, leaving trails of sparkling light behind. The audience can hardly believe it. It feels like art, magic, dance, and technology joined together in one breathtaking moment. As the music fades and the lights fall still, the audience rises instantly, giving them a standing ovation that feels like thunder rolling across the arena. The judges look stunned once again, but all eyes go to Simon Cowell. He smiles proudly, a soft expression that says he always knew they had greatness in them. He tells them the performance was breathtaking, emotional, and unbelievably creative. He says the world is lucky to witness their talent, and he expresses once again how much he loves seeing people from humble beginnings rise to the top with honesty and passion.